Toronto police are investigating what they're calling a swarming assault of two public transit employees by a group of 10 to 15 young people. This was yesterday afternoon. Megan Fitzpatrick live with us in the area where police say this assault took place on a bus. Megan, another stunning case of violence. What happened there?
Yeah, so it happened around 3:30 yesterday, according to police, on a bus traveling on Kennedy Road, which is just behind me, Heather. Police saying that two uniformed TTC staff members on the bus were assaulted by a group of youth, 10 to 15 of them, and then the suspects fled. Police say they haven't put out any descriptions of those suspects. First responders came to the scene. They did treat the two members the staff members who were assaulted. Fortunately, they didn't have any serious injuries. They didn't need to be taken to the hospital. Toronto police now appealing to the public, Heather, for any information on this case. It comes just a few days after another TTC driver says she was shot by a BB gun while she was waiting at a bus stop, waiting to take over her route. So yes, a number of incidents have been making headlines lately, both affecting passengers on the transit system and staff. A spokesperson for the TTC is reminding passengers about some of the safety measures that are available to them. Take a listen.
Every vehicle has a yellow emergency strip on it, should there be an emergency. Every station has cameras. Every vehicle has cameras. Stations have designated waiting areas on platforms that has two-way radio communication with a hub or with the collector booth. So there are a number of things in place to address safety and to keep people safe and secure. But we're always learning, and there are always more things that we can do.
So as for this incident, we'll wait and see if any more details come out. Heather, the TTC saying they are offering support to the affected members, both the two that were assaulted and the driver of the bus on which it happened.
And what about reaction to this, Megan? What have we heard so far?
Well, we have heard from the president of the local union representing TTC staff, who called this a disgusting act. He talked about how frequently TTC staff are victims of harassment and abuse, be it verbal abuse, he said, spitting, physical altercations. But he said these escalating incidents of violence are particularly egregious and something needs to be done about it. He called on the city of Toronto, the provincial government, and the TTC to step up their safety measures. Here's a bit more of what Marvin Alfred has to say.
We want more than talk. We want the action in order to help protect transit workers and transit riders. I feel at times as though cost is the, what they're more concerned with than actual trying to provide safety in the system.
And Heather, we've also heard from Toronto Mayor John Tory, who put out a statement last night in reaction to this incident, saying we have to put an end to these acts of violence and disrespect against transit workers. He encouraged anyone with information to contact police to find those responsible for this attack so they can face consequences for their behavior. And he says he's very concerned about the increasing number of criminal acts involving young people. We'll keep watching for further reaction to this latest incident on the TTC.
Megan, thank you very much, live in Toronto.